Hey, everybody, welcome to another episode of Pocket Change, the world's most unwatched reselling podcast.
World's most underappreciated.
Underappreciated. That's it. Sorry. You know what? I just had a bad day. I don't feel spiffy. Joe, why don't you do the intro?
You don't feel spiffy. Folks, he showed up. He was drinking his water earlier, and if you look closely, you still see where he spilled it on himself just a little bit. He's just bit. I'm like, yeah, I got you, dude. I said, so did you get the video from last week? He was like, yeah, I finally got it because we had a problem last week where I froze up. Looks like I'm having a freezing again. I'm gonna try to eliminate some things on my computer here.
So just putting it
So
out
maybe we don't
there,
have as
looking
much
for a
taxation going
new
on.
duel on the podcast.
Might be. Disable background noise reduction to improve performance. I don't know how to do that.
It's weird now. I'm the guy wearing headphones. You're the guy not. And I got $100.
I'm trying not to. I'm trying to see if it'll work, but it's giving me all these messages like background noise is messed up, and I don't know, folks. Let's get on with the show. So play it, Maestro.
What are you talking about? I'm confused.
Play it, Maestro. You never heard that before.
Pocket change, where the stories are weird and the profits are strange. We win some, lose some, it's all fair play. Come ride a pocket change. Go ride a pocket change. Pocket change.
Pocket change.
Change. I'm getting better at stopping at the right time, but I pocket, and then I was cutting it off too early. But
Did not know that.
turn off your camera to improve performance. Apparently, I'm unattractive today.
Mine just said turn off your camera to make things prettier.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Joe, how was your week, brother?
My week was okay. I can't complain too much, except to say that I do believe that you jinxed me.
How did I jinx you? Come on.
You jinxed us because last week you were talking about how you were so disappointed because you've still been selling, but you've only been selling cheap items. Like you want to sell some big dollar items. Unfortunately, so I have been selling now, listing and selling. Here we are, the first real week in March, and I've made $20. And yet I have sold, I kid you not, I have sold like 4 items already. And I'm like, Jesus.
List what you sell.
Harriet Joseph, Ben's jinxed me. I've been selling $5 items. Here's a $5 item. Here's a $5 item. Everybody, I'm like the Oprah of $5 items these days.
I've been
So,
selling low end stuff
we're
too.
gonna-
I sold a couple good things this week, but I think it's because of what I have listed. So I'm not
See,
sure.
and so I didn't sell any good. I sold some things. Don't get me wrong. I sold. Just not anything expensive. Not anything that's going to make me any money. Literally, we have sold 4 items. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I'm pulling it up. 4 items. Yeah. Sold 4 items and made $20. So I just
Okay. That sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear that. I don't know what to say. I didn't mean to jinx you by
sucks.
speaking the truth. If you have
That
cheap shit
sucks,
listed,
man.
you're going to sell cheap shit. But that's, yeah. If you only had $1,000 items listed, you'd only sell $1,000 items.
He said as long as you're listing cheap crap, you're gonna sell cheap crap.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
My sales
need
in the
another-
last 7 days, it's been like $162. But I've had a lot
mine ain't been near that. I need another $500 to $1,000 watch
yeah.
that I get for $3. I need to buy a lot of watches where I get one of those that's high dollar that they didn't know what they had.
Exactly. You need somebody to be foolish in your favor. Yeah, I was
Really
watching the
could use
news, right? And it was crazy. They were like, hey, there's a big thing on the rise right now because gas prices are up. I forget what they called it, but you're at the pump. You finish pumping your gas, and then somebody's, oh, I'll hang that up for you. And then they pump gas in their car. How is that? How are you falling for that? That's not people hanging around the pump, waiting to hang the pump up for you. It's the craziest thing ever. It's a big problem here in Tampa. It must be because of the age of the people driving the cars. Because I can't see me going, yeah, okay, hang up the pump for me, and then them not hang it up and then fill their car up. And it's a huge problem. It's on the news. I'm like,
you got to remember, well, it definitely is on the news. I can imagine that probably the biggest show on TV in Florida is the news.
Yeah.
Because the average mean age of Florida is like 97. So you brought it down from 97 and a half to 97.
Showing up.
But let's be honest. Probably a lot of the people in your area who were born in 1920 were used to having somebody wipe their glass and fill their gas. And now somebody says, I'll hang that up for you, no problem. Yeah, sure. They don't think anything about it. And then all of a sudden, their gas is, instead of being $100 to fill up their massive, wait a minute, a lot of them drive, what is it? Well, they still drive big cars, don't they?
Yeah.
It's $200 because there's somebody else. But my question is this. What's the age group doing this to the older folks? Is it teenagers? I'm just trying to figure this out. Because if it was another gray-bearded fella, I don't think I'd fall for it at all.
No, it's called pump switching, right?
Pump switching.
Yeah, police warn drivers of pump switching, a scam at gas stations. That seems like the oldest scam, like since cars have been around. That doesn't even seem like it's a new thing. Giving people the pump to hang it up for you. And you're right, in the 50s and 60s, I could see that happening because there's a guy pumping the gas. But you weren't using your credit card either, right? So you were paying cash.
Right.
So it'd be harder to do it then. But
they could be used to, they could be, oh, that's so nice, self-service or full service again, you know. I had said for years that especially states like Florida and Arizona, teenagers could get together and make a lot of money doing full service at self-serve gas stations.
Yeah, so I think New Jersey still, there is no self-service gas stations. At least there wasn't when I used to go there. Every gas station.
I don't know.
I think there was some politician who had a cousin who was a little slow, and he's we got to keep his job. So they made it law that you have to. You don't pump your own gas.
Anyway, I tell you what I have seen, and this happened to me. Actually, I was the back end of it. I pulled up to the pump after waiting in line. I pulled up to the pump, and when I went to put my card in, you just going ahead and putting your card in, it wouldn't take it. And I was like, what's going on? It's not that it was declined. It just literally would not take it. And I looked, and I was like, what? And what had happened was it was still waiting for me to pump gas, even though the handle was hung up.
Yeah.
It had not gotten... So I had to take and shake the handle in the hang-up to get it to go ahead and complete the sale. But they had driven away without completing the sale. And I was like, oh.
That's pump switching, man. You could have got free gas. What the hell?
Yeah, I don't scam people.
I wonder how many people, though, before you was like, oh, fuck it.
It wasn't but $40, so.
Yeah.
You checking out the size of our glasses?
No, I was looking. I didn't realize there was lights on the sides of my headset. They're lit up. Feel like Megatron.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
I don't believe I've ever seen that before. Maybe there's something wrong.
That's cool. He's got the Star Wars. Yeah, mine does that too.
That's why I figured it's going wrong. Your little toggle in there had gone wrong. All right, so pump switching. I heard pump switching. I'm like, oh, I thought that was like wife swapping. Turns out it was just had to do with cars.
Might be husband swapping.
Yeah, exactly.
We're talking about. Anyway, I feel weird without my headphones on, guys. But I am trying it this way, so hopefully I don't get muted as much.
I bought this hat. I was going to resell it, but like the brim.
Yeah.
It's all in chunks. It's just there was a piece of plastic in there that just fell apart. So now I just wear it. Although it's a little small for my head.
You probably could repair it.
I don't think it's worth it.
I don't know. I'd look it up and see if it's worth what it's worth. But anyway, let's talk about, so how was your week? Because my week, I sold some stuff. I just sold cheap stuff. Yeah. So I'm hoping to sell some higher dollar items this coming week. I am listing again, although I'm doing what's called list bumping. I don't know if you folks know what list bumping means, but basically what it means is you're taking your items that you've already got. You're going down a certain number rather than by days. You're going down a certain number. And 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 you're going down a certain number you're clicking in listing, selling similar, that number. So what I'm doing is I'm taking and stacking it more towards the front, so that what's going to happen is I know what day I need to actually bump up my store, so that then I can get more items listed. Because I'm in the transition period. I know we're talking about it, but we're here now. So I'm doing what's called list bumping to bump those up so that I get everything stacked together in a regular fashion, replacing what I've sold out. And then I'll be listing 15 more a day as we go forward, having to upgrade my store. But that being said, how's your week been? You said you sold what, 6 items?
7, 8. No, I never said that. 9, 10. I sold 10 items. I had to pack 6 items before the show.
10
So
items
10
had
items
pack
this week.
6. So what was the dollar amount?
It was, I don't know, whatever I said. I'm on a different screen now.
Folks, rewind it to find
Yeah.
out what Benz's.
It's like $140, $160, something like that. It's not much.
Holy crap!
But there was one or
You
two
see,
good ones in there. Most of
He
them,
was
though.
fussing last week.
But that's not money in my pocket.
Right.
That's sales, right? So, like, I
The 20 is
sold a
money in my
magical
pocket.
memory
That's my
DVD
favorite.
collection, Beauty and the Beast, right? I sold it, and I had $4.95 on shipping. I sold it for $10.61 total. I had to pay 60 cents in taxes, and it cost me $8.17 to ship it. I made $1.84.
Huh. That's not real good.
No, because the shipping I have $4.95. It actually ended up being heavy, and I ended up costing me like $6 to ship it.
Turn your camera off to improve picture.
Yeah, so that's the thing I'm running into with my. I did $4.95 on a bunch of stuff. I've now pumped it up to $5.50 because 8 ounces used to be under $5. Now it's $5.50 to ship. I don't want to lose money on shipping. I'm trying to make it cheap to blow these items out. But I sold some comic books. I sold a couple of belt buckles.
Tell us about your feedback. Let's move on into feedback. What you got for feedback this week? Did you get anything juicy? Anything?
No, I don't think I had any Jews buy from me. That seems weird. You're asking about the Jews.
Don't make this bad. What in the world?
All right, yeah. So I got some feedback. I got, excuse me. I got 3 thank yous. The guy that bought.
Is that 3 different ones, or all in the same one?
No, I got 3 different. It was one sale for 3 comic books. They were Star Trek, the movies, like Star Trek 3, annual things where they showed the movie on them and they talked about, I don't know, some kind of comic book. And he bought 3 of them and then asked if I would combine the shipping, which I did. And so they were like $8 a piece or $7 a piece. I knocked $5 off the shipping. He was happy.
Oh yeah, that's.
I got a Funko Pop Hero Batman. Excuse me. DC Bombshell vinyl figure I sold, and I got a thumbs up emoji. That's cool.
Man, I didn't know you could even do that.
Me
That is
either.
kinda
And I
cool.
got PERFEKTER SUSTAD. Don't know what that means.
Perfecturized.
And it must be another language.
Okay. You beat me on feedback this week because I got what? 2 automateds. So my automated went up to 36, and I got no.
So
but I
that's
did have some
German.
sales out there waiting.
That is German for perfect condition.
Hey, that's a good one. We'll take that. So you shipped one to Germany, or just had a German buyer?
It must have been. It might have been a. I have no idea. I don't think so.
Well, pick your favorite sale and your top buyer.
All right, you give
Because
me.
we know I didn't get one this week. I did. What's your favorite sale?
You go first, man, because I'm not ready. You just
Okay,
throwing
I'll
shit
go
at me
first.
left and right.
I'm trying to bring mine up, but you remember my computer, if it freezes, we're screwed.
Yeah.
Okay, so my favorite sale this week would have been... Actually, I sold 2 to 2 different people, but I sold some more pocket watch chains. I'm telling you, those have done pretty well for me. One in particular, so they were both roughly the same price. One in particular was a vintage, another one was a modern. Then I sold a modern one and a vintage one. The modern one was probably my favorite because I literally didn't have anything in it at all. The pocket watch had already sold from that particular chain, and so I had nothing in it, so that was just straight money in my pocket. And yes, folks, unless the chain is some type of specialty chain, like some watches you'll get and the chain is made to go with the watch, period. It's made to go with that watch. Now, those chains generally will bring a whole lot more money if you separate them, but I don't. I choose not to because I like to get the value on the watch rather than because if you take that chain away, now if the chain was made specifically for the watch and you take the chain away to sell it for more money so you can make more money, you've now devalued the watch. And what I have figured out is if it had a chain that was made for it, you devalued the watch so much that it's not value. It's not as you're not going to make the money. Now, if you get just the chain, hey, cool. But if you got the watch and the chain together, don't do those. But regular watches with just regular old chains on them, maybe you've got a lot that you looked at and went through, and a lot of pocket watch collectors will mix and match their pocket watch chains. So you never know. So I always separate them unless they're a particular. Let me see if I got one right here. Yeah, so let me show you. So like this watch here, these chains here, I don't take them off the watch.
Yeah, those are the chains like I got.
Cheap. There's a cheap. Yeah, this is a Chinese Temu special or whatever. So I just sell these with the chain because the chain ain't worth 3 cents, and you're not gonna sell it for more than any. You're not gonna sell it for any money. But I did sell 2 chains this week. One like I said, modern. One vintage. I actually made more money off the modern one than I did the vintage one, which is crazy. It was both. It was 2 good sales. Both of them put money in my pocket. Like I said, after paying all my fees, though, it was like $5 on each one. But those were my favorite sales.
Cool.
Great guys. One, let's see, DXXXXW and 68 Mercer. So those were the 2 that I sold those 2. And so great buyers can't complain at all. They'll be getting great feedback from me. Paid like that, and everything's gone through. So no complaints.
Yeah, so that
at least not now.
That one that says Zavadi whatever, it definitely was an international because I shipped it to Chicago area, Illinois. So.
Yeah. So that one went international. So that's pretty cool. So what was your favorite sale, and who was your favorite buyer?
My favorite sale was this. You see this?
Oh yeah,
Nova VHS tape. It's not a big sale, but
no.
I probably have, and I've sold this is like my 5th one of these, and there's only one left. But I bought 6 of them, and I paid $1 for it, like 2 years ago. So I paid $1 for something, so 20 cents a piece, 2 years ago. I've sold. This is my 5th one that sold for $8. So it's not $1 into 100.
It's $1 into 40 so far.
Yeah, and so now when I sell it, I made my money, and it's just, hey, all right, I sold one of those B9, and I have some other Nova ones. This one, for some reason, sells. The other ones don't. So I went to a yard sale, and I don't know if someone was super into this, or they had a video store or whatever, but they had a lot of these Nova. But
I wonder if Nova used to do a mail-out program.
They must have.
Because that looks like maybe it was an educational mail-out program or something.
Yeah, I got a bunch of. Then there's this one, and then there was another one with modern airplanes, which is I still have all of those. So I was looking at them today when I was shipping it, and so it was $7.95 plus calculated shipping on this, and I ended up making $9 on the deal after everything was said and done. Can't complain.
That one looks like the buyer ID. Looks like you can't complain about the buyer either. They got 100% feedback.
Oh, yeah, no, they were good buyers. But I don't know. They haven't gotten it yet. They haven't bitched or moaned. I don't know. They might. But, yeah.
It's true. That is true, folks. Sometimes we will tell you, hey, we really like the buyer.
Yeah, so I was packing before this, and I'm like, oh, man. And I had some random stuff. I had 2 comic books. I had a socket. I had a baseball cap. I had a transformer in a box that it came in. And I don't know what else I had. Oh, 2 belt buckles, which I packed together because they wanted them together. I got to remember to credit back the extra shipping for them. But it was nice to be here and me have boxes that I could put all this shit in. So for the transfer one, I've got a 10 by 10 by 3. Boom, a little bit of peanuts. And then for the big old socket, it was like a $12 socket. 5 by 7 by 3 box. And then the hat, I had an 8 by 8 by 6. And then for the comic books, I have these comic book folders that cost like $1.25. But I was selling these individual comic books. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. So I found on Amazon 9 by 12 pieces of cardboard for 20 cents a piece. So 40 cents total. So I put the comic book on that, and then I put some painter's tape on there to hold it, put another one on top of it, and then tape it around, tape 4 corners, and then put it into a poly bag. So my cost to ship is 50 cents instead of $1.50 for those fancy mailers, you know. And I have all that stuff here. So I packed it very quickly because I could look at it and tell what I was going to put it in, and I had the boxes. Invest in shipping materials is what I'm telling you. Don't try to, because before I would have took those comic books and then took a box and then cut carg out and try to push it in between and tape it, and then for the everything I wouldn't have had the perfect shit. So I'm just saying, I think it's a good idea to invest in packing materials so that way you don't have to stress when you pack. There you go. That's it. That's my 2 cents for the week.
There's his tip of the week.
Yeah, that's my tip. I'll give you the shaft later.
Anyway, so moving right along, if you fancy a good show, he's not put these back out yet, but there is a series.
Oh, they're coming back, but I can't get around them. So to pick,
Give us your excuse for sipping and chipping. Go ahead.
My excuse is, for the last 6 weeks since I've been home, I've spent at least one day laying on the couch watching TV because I am wore out. And I never was wore out. I've never been wore out in my life. I never have laid around like I was a lazy hunk of shit, right? For me, if I was my own employee and I was the actual boss, I would put a foot in my ass. But today I really did stuff. But yesterday, when I got to get my new job worked out, right? So right now I'm leaving here at 5 o'clock in the morning, getting home 7:30 at night, because that's just with the traveling and trying to get the people in the right spots. Once I do that, I can get home by 5:30, give me a little more time. But by the time I get home, I'm like, yeah. And then cooking dinner because my wife doesn't cook. There's a lot of excuses. I am full of excuses. I feel like I'm not Jefferson since I moved home. And I keep I'm going to clean the garage. But yesterday I woke up, made breakfast, and then started watching Family Guy. And I'm concerned about my mental acuity because I went back to season 14 and I've been watching it like it's new. And I know I've watched every single episode. Is that how I know I'm starting to become a little off in the head? I'm watching something going, I've never seen this before. And I know for a fact I've seen it before. I'm starting to worry.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
My wife and I watch reruns all the time.
I watch reruns too, but I'm like, but I was watching going, I don't remember any of this.
I can watch reruns a lot of times because I can watch the same show
I'm
again.
looking forward to Alzheimer's because I've watched Supernatural way too much. And I want to start that over and get the first time I ever saw it feeling from the beginning to the end, because it's my favorite show ever. And I have watched it through 4 times, which is a lot of hours, right? This is 11 seasons or something. But yeah, I can't wait till Alzheimer's kicks in. I can just sit around and watch all Supernatural from beginning to end.
My favorite show of all time is Merlin, and yet they've taken it off pretty much everything. And there's only 5 seasons anyway.
That was a good show, though. I give you that. That was a good show.
It was a great show. It really was. I'm anxious to see the new King Arthur coming out, but we'll see about that. Anyway, I know it's already out. I just haven't had an opportunity because it's not on anything I stream yet. So it's one of those things. Waiting for it to hit my thing, but
I think we're paying way too much for streaming, so I'm going to start looking. I think I'm going to go back to Fios or whatever Frontier. That's where we get our thing from, and buy. I'm going to buy their biggest package for television, and I think I'll get everything I have, and I think it'll be $23 cheaper than I'm paying. So
That may be the case. My family's not that way. My wife keeps a very good lid on our streaming stuff,
Yeah,
and we're not. But and saving money is the thing, guys. Because here's the thing: you can talk about. That's not really talking about reselling, but here's the thing: Benz and I go over and over again, and we'll tell you a lot of the reasons we're not full-time resellers at this time is because our expenditures are not where they should be. And that, it doesn't mean that if you're an eBay reseller you got to live poor. No. What it means is you've got to get your expenses down, you're selling up, and then let your expenditures come back up to where they need to be with your eBay stuff. Because it does require an investment. You can't do this with nothing. You have to have stuff to sell. People don't buy air.
Well, they do.
Yeah,
they sell that in cylinders every day. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but they're not, what I mean is, he's right. And they sell it in bubble wrap. We buy it in bubble wrap to ship stuff out.
Yeah, you're buying it all the time. You're just giving bad information to our customers here.
I'm sorry, folks. You can't sell air all you want. You still have to figure out how to get the air to sell it.
Yes.
Here's the thing. We're both working on expenditures, constantly trying to keep things down, trying to get things down as far as we can so that we can continue to stock our inventory, so that we can grow our businesses, so that eventually if we want to go full-time reselling, we can. Now, both of us right now are happy working other jobs. We're happy doing other things because we want this to be our hobby as well, and we want to keep it a lot of fun. Sometimes when you take a hobby, I love working on vehicles. I love it. I love building things. But vehicles is something I really love working on. But I did it for a while, and I found out I really don't like doing it for a living. It's just not fun when you're doing it for a living. Sorry.
Yeah.
And part of that, too, is because not all of us can work in these expensive custom shops that you see on TV. But I enjoy doing this. I enjoy talking to you guys. I hope you guys enjoy listening to us ramble on and try to give you some tips here and there and talk about our weeks. And we try to steer you towards good buyers. I think that's one thing that makes us different from other podcasts is we don't just talk about what we sold and what we made all the time. Or we don't talk about the bad. They sent me a message trying to cuss me out. Because that happens. You do get bad messages from time to time, but we don't want to focus on that. Here's the thing, folks. I don't care what job you do. Ben's will tell you his job. I'll tell you my job. I don't care what you do, where you do it at.
I'm a
You're going to have some negative Nancy's every now and again.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about the fact that you have some negative in eBay, but you have that everywhere you go.
Oh, I agree. I think eBay, I think it's a good hobby. I think that's what I am. That's where I am right now. I think I'm going to, over the next year, when I get off my ass and quit watching freaking Family Guy and Supernatural, get myself to 10,000 items because I have them, and I have the room to store them, which most people don't. I have a 3-car garage, which I can completely fill up and use as a warehouse.
I thought it was already full.
It's full of shit. But so right now there is 5,000 items or 4,000 items out there that were listed that I delisted that I just need to relist that are on the shelves. That's how lazy I've been. But that's because, and I haven't showed you the video, but I just completely, I had it all cleaned and it was perfect. And then I spent a year out of town sneaking shit home. I shouldn't have been sneaking that shit home because I filled up the whole goddamn garage. And my wife got new patio furniture and put it in the garage. She doesn't want to get rid of it. There's a dog cage in there. I'm not sure what that was about. I think her boyfriend was using it. Now he's gone. We don't need the dog cage anymore. But it's in the middle of my way. It's a huge dog cage. No, I know what that was for. When we got the cat, our dog was acting crazy, so we started putting her in the cage until they got along. But it's out there, and it needs to be broke down.
Hey, you tell it however you want to tell it, buddy. You spend it however you need to.
Whatever, I'm good with it. You know what? I'm happy with my life, and you know what? Everybody should be happy. Whatever you need to do to make yourself happy, you do that. As long as I'm not upset. What's wrong with that? No.
Family show.
No, what's wrong with that? Everything you need to do to make yourself happy, do it. Whatever it takes. But how's that against the family? I'm talking
Nothing
about baking
against the Perfume.
brownies, eating chocolate.
Okay,
You're
yeah,
the
okay.
one with the
Anyway,
mentally deficient mind.
so
He's
so
talking about.
you know that's not the case. Anyway, if you've been with us long enough, you know that's not the case. Also, folks, you need to go back and watch all our shows up to now if you've
I'll put
not.
my glasses on so I'm putting
If you've
somebody's
not been
phone.
with us long enough, no, that's not the case. Go back and watch all our shows.
All right.
But anyway, we try to make sure we got enough stuff for you guys. And here, I'm getting ready. Should we do a drum roll, Vince? We back by the best popular demand we can get. You guys keep telling us you want to see this, you want to see this, you want to see it. So we're gonna try to keep this in every show.
Yes.
Now it's not gonna be much, but it's gonna be part of our show segments, and it's pick or pass. And it just so happens that I got some stuff this week.
Nice.
So I picked one of the absolute, I think it is the worst item you could possibly have out of the whole entire bag. And we're going to see if it's worth a darn. I don't think it's worth anything, but I will start first. I'll start first.
Then my
we'll move
stuff
to
came
Vince's
from, I did
stuff.
stop at a yard sale. This old hippie guy was selling everything he had for $1 a piece. There was crap there that wasn't worth $1. He was trying to sell for $1, but the stuff that was better than $1, he kept selling for $1. Everything's $1. He kept trying to sell me these shell, like tortoises and shell unicorns made out of shells. He said they were hot in the 80s. I'm like, yeah, it was 1980, and you were on a lot of drugs, I'm sure.
All right.
What do you got?
I just looked it up. I might be wrong, folks, but we'll find out. All right, so wow.
You are moving very slow.
Overtaxing my
booty.
computer, folks.
You're doing the robot.
I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to be very still.
Cherry Rouge. Neutral. What is it? Explain it. Some kind of rub-on lotion.
Cherry Rouge, body and hair mist. It is, yeah, and body cream. Body and hair mist and body cream.
Where'd you get
It's
that?
still sealed up. It is literally still taped at the top.
All right.
And it's a little dusty.
Where did you obtain this item?
It's never been used. It is brand new. I obtained this item, I cannot say, but from someone who dropped it off for free at my house.
Okay. All right, we'll move on.
So, here's the thing. So,
would I pick or pass it?
Would you? Yeah.
Are
Would
you gonna
pick
play
or
the
pass
game
it?
right, or are you just gonna make your own freaking rules?
Okay.
Whammy, whammy, no whammy, no whammy. It's pick or pass. Come on. What the hell?
Okay, so would you pick it or pass it?
Cherry bomb. I mean, for free? Yeah, I'd pick it. $5. I'd pay no. I'd pay $3 for it.
You'd pay up to $3 for it.
Yeah. Sealed.
Okay.
Does it have an expiration date on it or no?
It doesn't seem to.
Okay.
It's probably because it says don't use near an open
Yeah,
flame.
it's full of petroleum. It's fine. It's fine. It's good until when the world ends, it's still fine. Okay.
Okay, so let's share this right here. Is it sharing?
Not yet.
There we go. Okay, so here,
Hold on.
I looked it up.
Okay, we got
There's
it.
only 2 of them
All right.
even listed on eBay. It's exactly the same. And it is a wild
Both free
range.
delivery too. I was thinking the
Both free
1995 might
delivery.
not have been free delivery.
$120, $136.84. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to click on one of them just so I can get the title here.
You'll have to share that page then.
I will. I'll share it here in just a second. Right now I'm just trying to get the title. Because what I want to try to do is do an advanced search over here.
I leave out the 18 ounce.
Stop sharing for just a minute. Leave out the 18 ounce. Okay, we'll do that.
And it might not put that. Those are the only 2 people that put that. Sometimes.
See, I looked it up by zip code, or not by zip code, by UPC symbol.
Yeah. Okay, then it shouldn't matter. That's probably the only two then.
They have changed things just a little bit. So this page has been updated just a little bit since the last time. Okay, so actually, folks, I'm going to share this with you. So there's only 2 listed. Look at this. Now, I don't know these down here.
That's different.
They're not quite the same. I guess more in the Bath and Body Works.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you look at this here, there's
there you
one.
go, $12. These are sold. One, 2, free delivery. 25.
There's one.
So 19, free delivery.
So there's 4.
Yep, 2 listed for. That's 200% sell-through rate.
Yeah.
It's like you looked this up ahead of time.
I did not. In fact, if you remember, folks, I was betting against it. I was like, that ain't going to sell. There's no way that's going to sell. I was totally betting against this.
Cool.
So what this is going to tell you, folks, is here's the thing. When you're out, you'll see a lot of these things at yard sales. You really will.
Look them up.
You'll see a lot of these, especially these no-name
Yeah.
ones like this that you don't recognize. Everybody recognizes Bath and Body Works.
Yeah.
But a lot of times these are given at Christmas, and it's, I don't want that. That's not my brand.
Yeah, yeah. And they're just selling it off for nothing.
They either stick it way back in the thing, or they give it, or they get rid of it, or they regift it.
Yeah,
that's what women do.
Regifted. That's probably what they do most of the time.
So I know this one was a gift. I can tell by the way the thing is on the top of the box here. But like I said, it is still sealed here.
Yeah.
So I was like, sure, I'll take it, just because I wanted to be nice. Like I can tell there was tape right here.
Yeah.
You see where the box is? Sure, I'll take it, but I was like, I'm probably not going to sell it. I probably end up just throwing it away or giving it to my wife to re-gift or something like that.
Look, it's $20. It's a $20 bill.
But it's $20.
Yeah.
Got nothing in it.
Yeah, can't go wrong.
And it's got a 200% sell-through rate.
Yeah, list that. Yesterday.
So yes, I will be listing that.
Put it on the shelf. Put it on the table back there with all the other stuff you're going to list that you didn't list.
No, I'm putting it over here inside Ugly Betty.
Right. Nice.
So I can't believe that, folks. I did not look this up ahead of time. I promise you, I was betting against it. I cannot believe that. I'm actually shocked because I would not have bought that.
No, for sure.
If I was at a yard sale, I would not have picked that up.
Makes sense. I probably would have scanned it and sold it for $20 and offered $2, 10 times my money, and see if they took it or not.
Even have scanned it because I'd have been like, not something I'm going to sell.
Expand.
So we've got to widen our horizon, folks.
All right, you ready for mine?
I'm ready. Let's take a look. Oh, that's awesome. How much you got for that? I'll double whatever you got in it right now.
$1. I'm selling everything for $1, man.
I'll give you $2 for it. In a heartbeat.
Excuse me, I got a cool Buddha, too.
I would pick that. Pick that.
What would you pay for it? It's pewter. I don't even understand why it's
$1, I definitely would pay.
It is a certified limited edition Legends Indian Potter Fine Pewter 1988.
Yeah, because you can't put Indian on nothing now. So I knew it was already
Native American. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be offensive.
No, you're not. You're reading what's on the bottom of it, right? I would probably paid up to $5 for it.
Yeah,
remember, I'm trying to resell it.
Yeah. Okay. Me too.
But if they said it's $1, sure, I probably would have offered.
Everything was $1. So I bought a bunch. I bought this little
$1.
sumo guy that he's supposed to roll with batteries. He didn't work, or he didn't have batteries in him. I think he's super cool. I bought a couple of Buddhas. I bought a bunch of weird shit.
It's like I can smell that stuff.
Have you been on the docks? You smell on the docks?
It's like I can smell something flowery on my hands now.
All right, so let me share. I looked it up. Boom. You got it? You're muted.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's only one listed.
Only one listed.
$125.
Yeah, but you gave $1 for yours, so you could list it for 50. I mean,
or I could list
and
it
you're
for
undercutting that person.
$99 because the other one, if somebody wants it, I'm $25 cheaper.
Now this says 167 out of 1,500. What was your number?
Yep, mine's not numbered.
It's got to be.
Find Pewter. It's a person's name. Is on the back of it, but there is no numbering. So mine's the cheapy one. Yeah, there's no numbering on it.
I wonder how they figured out the number. We need to try to see. I would click on this one and see if it shows a picture of where the number's at. So see if it.
I'm calling. Looking for the number. Oh, it's in the front. 405 out of 1,500.
Hey, that's still pretty low. Yeah, I would do 99, and you're probably.
Yeah.
Let's see if this sucker sold though. Be like 10 sold on this one.
All right, hold on. I had too many tabs open. That's the one I'm sharing. Yeah, I'm sharing that one. So advanced, sold. Nope, no sales. What if we take it? Just do that, Christopher.
Pull down right quick.
No, there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing sold.
Okay.
So if we take out the Legends, let's leave Indian. Let's take out Indian Potter. Search. Oh, what the hell just happened? Take out Indian Potter. Search. Okay, this is stuff by him. Am I still sharing? Yeah.
Yes, you're still sharing.
There's a bronze skull that sold for less than $75. There's an Indian, like Medicine Man, for $300. That sold for less than $75, less than $149. $200. So his stuff does sell ish.
Scroll back up. So that one right there,
yeah,
the limited edition 1990 Storyteller.
Yeah,
that's very similar.
Except for it's not pewter.
So,
it's got some kind of copper or something.
Yeah. So what I would do is probably list it
$79.
You want to? Yeah, $80.
Yeah.
But what I would do is make sure that I put let AI really create the title there, because obviously his stuff sells. And I would even I wouldn't let List Agent Pro, I wouldn't let them pick out the title for me. I'd actually go over to like Chat or Gemini or somewhere and tell it, say, look, more of his stuff is sold. This particular one's not sold as much. How can I use his name? And it'll give you a title emphasizing like his name and his stuff. So there's somebody searching for him, that one, then it'll come up. So that's just a little trick there. There's another tip of the week for you folks that I have learned in title search is if you look at how an item is selling, maybe you've got an item that you're like, this should be selling, and you Google it, you look it up in the search on eBay, and you're like, yeah, it's been selling. Or these items similar have been selling. Why is mine not selling? Is it price? Is it you can actually go over to AI and have it kind of tell it what's going on, and it'll do its best to tell you. Different AI programs will say, maybe you should lower the price, or maybe you should need to put more emphasis on this in your title, or whatever. So just some couple tips there for you. But yeah, I think I would have bought that item, and if he's selling everything for $1, I definitely would have bought it for $5. Now, after looking at it, I might have gone up to 10, because I do think you could go 10 times your money, even if you spent $10 on that.
Yeah.
And I might have done that had I been buying it somewhere and scanned it and took a picture of it and, oh, whoa, wait a minute. But that also means, folks, sometimes you got to dig a little deeper.
Yes.
And what I mean by that is, if we had just been out there looking and looked at it and then, oh yeah, there's one listed, and then gone over to solds, well, there's none solds, and hadn't just looked up the guy's name to see. And you do that a lot with art. People do that. They'll bypass art, and they'll bypass like you'll do it with media too. Maybe you don't recognize the artist name, you don't recognize the media name, maybe whatever. So don't forget to just look for the guy's name too, because you never know what you're finding sometimes. So look at that kind of stuff too. But sweet. So we actually had two that was, I feel like, two decent picker passes. I think the one you got to sell. I think if I throw mine on $20 free delivery, mine will sell too.
Yeah, no, I think so too. And you got nothing in it. So I got $1 in mine. You got whatever. If I get $10 out of mine, I'm 10 times my money. So I'll post.
I think you can come close to making 80 times your money easy.
The only issue is my wife. So if anybody wants to buy anything from CJ Benz Spice, send me any offer. Because I'm busy at work, and as soon as an offer pops up, she accepts it.
Whoa. Wait a minute. Maybe you shouldn't have given us that.
Yeah, you can buy stuff from me, whatever. My wife has accepted, like that Transformer thing, which I had for $22. The guy offered 10.
She took it? Oh, no. You're going to have to relist your stuff with refusing offers under a certain amount.
No. I was like, why'd you take that? She's like, what'd you pay for it? I'm like, I don't know, $1. She's like, $10. What the hell's the problem? I'm like, no, there isn't a problem. I'll take it. Usually I can get to them before her, but I had been so busy at work, I can't. I think they'll come through in the day. She accepted a hat for $7 that I wouldn't have sold for $7. But you know what?
He's let it go.
I probably paid $1 for it. I made $7. Okay, but I was trying to get like 32. It was worth 32.
32. Oh yeah. Lord.
But whatever. I'm selling.
That is true. You are selling. We will give you that.
So if you want something CJ Benz fine, send a low ass offer, and it will get accepted.
Let me send $1 on a lot of
$10. She'll be like, yeah, fine, $1. She does though go. She looks at what it costs. She's like, I know he paid no less than $1 for it. $10 is still money. Yeah, we got to pay for we're heating the pool. Man. It costs money.
I can't do that though. Heating the pool costs money.
It does. It costs money. I keep that shit at 95. So eBay news this week, there really wasn't a lot. The only thing I saw that was really interesting was they paused international shipments to the Middle East.
Yeah.
So Israel, Burma, United Arab Emirates, Iraq, Kuwait, Oman, Lebanon, and Jordan. You can't ship for the post office to them. So if you were trying to sell there, you're not going to be able to do it.
They paused it to the Middle East because all I saw was the caption that said, eBay pauses international shipping. I was like, what?
No, it was just to the Middle East. And it's probably something to do with the war we're in over there right now. So
possibly.
It's having trouble getting that. Yeah, get that stuff delivered with the bombs falling. I'm not sure.
Well, it's hard when the address existed the day before. And
it doesn't exist anymore, yeah. Yeah. That's fucked up. Yeah. Don't buy something if you're there because your house might not exist. I'm
just saying.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, what is it they said right now? I was reading somebody, and folks, trust me, this sounds as crazy to me as you. I guess because I'm an American, but when I hear that Tel Aviv, that they have made it now like illegal for you to tell people you lost your home in Tel Aviv, or something like that. I don't even know if it's true or not, but that's one of the things I was clicking through on YouTube and saw, and I was like, what? Because Tel Aviv apparently is getting bombed quite continuously. Yeah. And a lot of them, it's like they're sending like 10. They'll send like 10 missiles, and one will get through out of the whole 10. So the Iron Dome is taking out 9, but missing 1, and it gets through and it like kills 3 homes. So you can't ship anything to Israel because honestly, they don't know.
Yeah.
And Iran, they don't know. And it's
and they're like, hey, just for now, let's not do it because we don't want to hold on to packages for a place that they're going to have to rebuild. It'll take them a year to get back, and then the address will show up again. But interesting.
It is sad, folks. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But it is sad. No matter which side you're on, no matter what, it's always sad because here's my thoughts.
It's sad because we
And I'll
can't
give my
sell to
quick-
them. That's the problem. I don't care about the rest of it.
Well, no, I'll give my quick thoughts on it, folks. Just going to give you my quick thoughts. If we could go back to the days where the kings went to an arena and jousted each other or fought each other hand-to-hand combat, and that proved which king had the bigger whatever,
Kingdom.
then I'm all for it. The sad thing I have is no matter what side you're on, there are people who don't have anything to do with it who are being involved with it. Just if some attack is launched back at us through terrorism or something, there's going to be innocent people that are hurt by it. And so I always say, look, here's the thing. I would have loved back in the day, I think we could have put some money on national debt if when we invaded Iraq, instead of invading Iraq, if we had called Saddam and said, okay, the new Rumble in the Jungle, we're going to do somewhere like South Africa or wherever you want to. We'll let you come in, Saddam. We'll bring in George W. Bush. We'll put one in one corner, one in the other. We'll let you come out. We'll do the whole 12 rounds if you want to, whatever. But let's just have a pay-per-view boxing match. I would have paid to have seen it.
Yeah.
I'd have loved to have seen it. Now, I won't tell you who I would have bet on, folks, but because that's none of y'all's business. But here's the thing. I think if you're taking bets, we could have paid some on a national debt. And who wouldn't say, hey, you know what? Bring what's his name, Ayatollah Khamenei out, whatever. We'll let him and Trump box each other. I have no problem with that. And I think it'd been fun to see it. We could have made them raise some money for their country and raise some money for our country.
Yeah.
But I would like to see us go back to letting the kings or the leaders fight, and that be that. But anyway, it's sad we can't deliver packages because, yes, there is a conflict going on where addresses are disappearing. It's a little tongue-in-cheek, but it's the truth. Addresses are disappearing. So remember that when you, say your prayers or do your meditation or whatever. There's people who would like to buy from you on eBay but cannot because they may not have their address tomorrow.
Yeah. So this week I found a box. So it's the thing that I started taking pictures of.
There's a weird segue.
Yeah, I'm moving on. Yeah, whatever. Fuck them. But this week I'm going to list ashtrays. I think ashtrays are a BOLO that people don't think about because not that many places, like you don't have ashtrays everywhere like you used to. So I found all these. I had bought a collection of ashtrays, and I'm going to list them this week because I've done well with ashtrays in the past. So I want to share with you. I went in ashtrays and just sorted highest to lowest. Right?
Oh, I'm sure there are some that are outrageous.
They're insane. Let me share that with you. Just vintage ashtrays.
All right, we're winding down with this,
right,
folks.
so look
here.
at this.
Vintage ashtrays.
Rare vintage ashtray, $115,000.
Holy crap!
So if you see that ashtray somewhere, buy that son of a gun. But
what in the world?
It makes no sense. I don't think it's ever going to sell. But there's 51 people watching it, trying to figure out whether it makes sense or not. Right, so this is like a lot of 7 of these fancy ashtrays for $18,000. That one's $11,000. $7,000 for these ashtrays. But you start scrolling down.
What?
$5,000 for these ashtrays.
Well, that one's a Rolex ashtray.
Yeah, that makes
so
sense. It's a Rolex ashtray, and then
a
giraffe ashtray. I don't know. These are some random. But if you get down here, like a Louis Vuitton ashtray, run across that. I wonder if that's really worth $2,500.
Probably not.
Plus $150 delivery. Come on. Yep, really. There's some cool, like that horse ashtray is really
now
cool.
Scroll back up.
Yeah.
Scroll back up a little bit. Right there, the one Art Deco floor ashtray from Cecil Hotel American Horror Story. So that one,
yeah, that makes sense.
I can see that one because it's got some nostalgia with it. Vintage Bauer pottery cigarette jar jade.
Yeah, no, that seems weird. This horse was cool. There's another Rolex one. So if you roll, look at this one from the 1976. That's just a marble ashtray with a thing on the side. I have a marble ashtray very similar.
79.
What?
$24.79
I know,
for
it
the
makes no
American.
sense. I don't know. There's a Rolex one. So Rolex ashtrays, just ashtrays in general, are worth some money.
I may have that star one right there up there in the China cabinet. I don't think it's worth $18.95, but I will definitely go look and see if I've got it.
That. I like this little cast iron drunk holding the street sign. That's cool. But it's crazy that these people are even asking this for it. But I have an ashtray very similar to this in my ashtray pile. I don't think it's worth $1,500.
Drunken fisherman.
Yeah. But
see, I would think that the ones that'd be worth the most would be ones that like came from somewhere that's been torn down. Like what? Like there's the
Copacabana.
What is that? The Coco Cabana.
Yeah. That's only $69.50, but it's $1,200 delivery. What? $1,200 delivery?
They're trying to do the old school. They think they're going to pay less on fees.
Yeah, it's the same price, regardless. These kind of ashtrays are cool, but I don't believe they're worth $1,200. But jump to the 9th page. It's still though.
The ninth
page are still at $400 a piece. So ashtrays definitely have some value.
Wow. Why?
I don't know.
Even I don't smoke anymore.
And this one again, look, $19.49, but $400 delivery. Those are definitely old school eBay sellers trying to make their money and not have to pay their thing.
Yeah, it don't work anymore. eBay's fixed that.
But ashtrays are worth money. So if we
apparently they are.
But not even. If we go up to the reverse. No, apparently I didn't hit the reverse because I'm not bright enough. $2.99, $25. Buy it now. $4.99. So I think ashtrays are a solid thing to sell, from $8 to $10 a piece.
Or more.
Or more. So ashtrays are something that
was one my dad used to have. Scroll back up.
What?
Scroll back up just a little bit. See that vintage American yellow one? Scroll back down.
Yeah, that is the ashtray right there. Yeah, that kind of ashtray. I don't.
That is the classic '70s ashtray.
It's $7 free delivery. I think you can get more than that for it. I have a bunch of this kind of ashtray, just regular ashtrays that I bought. I know I paid $0.25 to $1 for my ashtrays because I was into that for a while. I never listed them. I just kept putting them in a box. I found that box. I'm going to list them. So I think you can get $10 for an ashtray.
I think you can too, maybe even more.
Yeah.
There you go, folks. Start looking for ashtrays when you're out there. There's a bunch of them on here.
There is a bunch on here, but if you can find an interesting ashtray, say from some interesting place that no longer exists, I think you can sell it. There's still a shit ton of people that smoke. They don't smoke in public like they used to. I know that. Oh, I have to look that up. Like a McDonald's ashtray. Remember those?
The little gold tin tins. All right, make this our last one. We're going over just a little bit here, folks, on you.
Yeah.
But we want to. But who didn't throw those away? Who was the hoarder that kept these for you to find and sell on eBay? Because you would have had to have been a real hoarder to have kept that little disposable McDonald's ashtray.
Yeah, but look, those McDonald's ashtrays, they were disposable. Or like $8 plus shipping.
$7.
$14.95. So it's just wild that things that are worth something.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah, the little McDonald's aluminums that we grew up with in the 80s.
Yeah, $18 for 4 of them. $18 for 1 of them. $18.99 for 2.
There's a whole set of them for $9.95. Boy, somebody really was a hoarder.
They got a stack of them. But those things are worth money. It's crazy that a little nothing piece of aluminum. $24.95, $24.95.
And look at those. Some of those fancy ones are worth more.
Yeah.
Those are probably from the 70s. Wow. There you go, folks.
Yeah, so you can find a case of them. You can make a lot of money.
Some worker at McDonald's is listening to us right now. Go back
in the back room, there's the case of freaking ashtrays you haven't used in 22 years.
Yeah, way back in the way back.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee you, in some of them older McDonald's that was around in the 80s,
oh, they still got
there are still they still have some of them ashtrays somewhere in a bag. I guarantee you, folks. I would. Wow. And you, jeez. But anyway, folks, if you're still with us, we're glad you have spent so much time with us this evening, or this morning, or this afternoon, or whenever you're listening to us on your way to work. Again, that's a great time to listen to us.
Yeah.
When you're taking a shower, that's a great time to listen to us.
Just in the shower,
When you're
especially when you're washing your genitals. Yes. Washing gently. Sorry, I said the wrong word.
Anyway, folks, we're great to listen to anytime.
Anytime, no matter what you're doing and touching. Yes, I agree. Hey, everybody, thank you so much.
Hey, we're thankful for each one of you that listen to us. Thank you
Stay
so
out
much.
of trouble.
Nope.
And remember, what do they remember? Stay froggy, man. Stay froggy.
You totally blew my mind with your whole. You jumped in there. I had the whole thing figured out. I was going to end it so beautifully.
All right, go
folks.
again. Go again.
It would have been like Hemingway. I mean,
you
just
were Hemingway.
Absolutely,
Oh no,
just absolutely gorgeous. It would have been like Shakespeare on ice. It would have been just beautiful. He didn't catch that part there, but anyway.
No, I did. I'm waiting to get wet. Come on, tell me what you got.
So.
Let me hear it.
Bye, folks. It was nice having you on board with us.
See you next week. Sorry, last week was out late.
Come join the Love Boat next week. I mean, wait a minute, Pocket Change next week.
Woo.